We told you things were going to look a little different this year, and I'm standing outside of Lillie Pearl where we're going to have our chef demos for our virtual Stick a Fork in It. So let me grab my mask and go inside, and let's meet these chefs. All right, first up for Stick a Fork in It 2021. This is our chef demo, and of course we are in Lillie Pearl with
Chef
the one and only.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Chef, for just kicking this chef demo off for us. So let's get started. What you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna make what we have on the menu is really popular. Our seared scallops with our collard green risotto. Real simple dish for people to be able to make at home. Risotto is a little bit of a process. So I have everything kind of ready for us so we can shoot through it. But I'll just walk everybody through how to make perfect scallops and a beautiful collard green risotto.
Excited. Got you. Now, Chef, how long have you been in this game? Like the roundabout?
Roundabout. Let's see. I took over my first kitchen in 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 22.
Wow.
Incredible opportunity. Came home. You know, girlfriend was pregnant, needed a job, left school. You know, all the things that your parents tell you not to do. Yeah. And it was a blessing. Yeah. It was a calling. It kind of took place of football, I tell people. I played football in college, so you know, that energy, that preparation, all those things that you need that drives you and pushes you, this is what the restaurant business turned out to be. So I love it. Wake up every day, I love what I do.
I love it.
All right, so we're going to start. Get your pan nice and warm. For the risotto, I'm going to start with a little bit of chicken stock.
Okay.
For this recipe, just depending on how many people that you're doing it for, I'm going to go in with about a cup right now to start it out, just to kind of get things moving along. I have about 2 cups of oil in a pan. You want to get really hot to a smoking point for your scallops.
Okay.
Again, I said I got the risotto prepared, so I'm just going to break that down a little bit in the stock. I'm going to come over with collard greens we already have prepared. Chop those up a little bit. And you know, collard greens like your mom does. It's got a little bit of brine in there, a little vinegar, a little hot sauce, all that kind of stuff.
Now, can we use vegetable stock if you are a vegetarian?
100%.
Okay.
100%. All right. I got my oil nice and hot for the scallops. Make sure your scallops are really, really dry before you season them. That's what's going to give you that beautiful sear.
Wow.
And your pan should be smoking hot, just like this. It's going to scare you, but that's what you want.
And I noticed you put the season down.
Yes.
Word. Yeah. Look at this.
Right.
Not that I'm going to go do this at home, because I'm going to eat here and get it done here, but that's interesting. Okay.
Yep, so I put the seasoning on. I lay it down first. We use a little bit of our house seasoning that we have here. A mixture of a ton of different ingredients. But something just gives it a little extra flavor. Yeah. Scallops, oil hot, dry. Probably gonna let them go about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay. I'll check and make sure that sear is getting frosted real good. Just make sure that, 1, I'm not getting too dark too fast, and then 2, it's not cooking too slow and boiling it.
Got it.
You just want to get a nice hard sear on it. Yeah, she's looking good. She's looking good.
Now, do you use local stuff, or you know, how do you mix in your ingredients? Where do you get it from?
So I think for us, we use as much local as we can. Our collard greens, of course, come from North Carolina. I'm a North Carolina boy. I love collard greens from North Carolina, but they're readily available here in this area.
Okay.
And then the scallops, just depending on the season, we can get them from this area. The ones that I got now are more up north. Okay. Nice and big, really sweet. But of course, we always try to use the local stuff when we can.
And supporting local sometimes can be hard, especially when you own a business and you're watching your margins and things of that nature. Although you want to support the local, you know, agriculture industry, just sometimes, you know, we can't. But
we can't. You know, and
that's
I think
just being real, right?
Just being really real and being available.
Yeah.
You know, all year long in this area, it's tough during the winter to get the stuff that you want, that you can get in a place like California and Florida all year long. you know, we just try to balance those in.
Got it.
All right, so I flip my scallops over. The color is incredible. Got a beautiful sear. I'm gonna let them rock on this other side for another minute and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off on that.
Okay.
So it doesn't get a hard sear, but it helps finish cooking kind of slowly. The risotto is coming together really nice. You want it to stay a little bit creamy.
Okay.
Just so it has that nice risotto texture to it. So now I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese.
Come on, man.
And then that's kind of where we get our finished cream up. With just a little bit more stock. And this is looking beautiful.
Again, I can watch you do this all day because I'm never going to do this at home. I work hard so you can do this for me.
No doubt. You know what? And I love that. I love the fact that, you know, for chefs, the service industry, it's a home for a lot of people. It's a comfort for a lot of people. And now with takeout being such a prevalent thing, people are really taking this stuff home, putting it on their own plates, and serving dinner and feeling good about it. Supports the restaurant.
Yeah.
But you know, I tell all my guests, I don't have any secrets.
Yeah.
You ask me what a recipe is, I'm going to tell you. I think I've learned from cooking from my grandmother and people who have taught me stuff. Food should be given. Yeah. You know, there isn't any secrets.
I love it.
All right. All right. Scallops are looking good and done. You want to take those? Make sure you put on a nice paper towel or something like that. Just make sure you get all that excess oil off. We're going to go in and build our plate now.
Okay.
Put that risotto down. It smells good, our risotto. We put a little lemon, a little thyme in there. And then, you know, of course, we fold in the collard greens. It has a little bit of pot liquor at the end of the risotto when we finish from the collard greens. So you kind of get that that brininess and that pot liquor all the way through.
You're using words that I know. You know, sometimes, and again, I'm not throwing shade, but sometimes you go to restaurants and I need a dictionary just to figure out that that's cheese.
I refuse to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to some people. I think some people, you know, they kind of, you know, it excites them to do that.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't want you to use a dictionary to have to come and eat food with us.
Look at this.
You know, and it makes people feel comfortable in the space.
Yeah.
So a nice, beautiful setup. You do it how you want at home. I think, you know, dressing up food at home makes it restaurant quality. You know, and there's not much more to that than, you know,
onion, right?
Just a little scallion cut on the bias. Something simple. None of this stuff costs $1 million to do. Scallops might cost you $1 million.
Right.
But, you know, the rest of the stuff is good. And that's it. That's what we got.
Tell us what that is one last time.
This is our seared scallop, collard green risotto from Lillie Pearl.
Mike Lindsay, Lillie Pearl. You can come visit them, what? Tuesday through Sunday, right? Yeah, give the address real quick.
11 to 10, 416 East Grace, downtown. And you know, it's just a welcoming environment. It's about good food, genuine food. No, you know, no BS on the plate. No. We do it right. Yeah, we do it right.
Everybody knows this is one of my favorite places. Thank you, Chef, for allowing us to come in here and kick off RVRE 365. Stick a fork in it. This is our first chef demo.
Let's go.
All right, RVRE 365 in the kitchen with
Chef Chris Brooks.
Chef, let's go. You got these pans hot. Let's go. What you gonna make first today?
We're gonna do a little white chili with some roasted chicken in it.
Okay.
We're gonna do something simple, easy that anybody be able to do. I'm gonna start this with a little red, green, yellow peppers to give it a little color and texture. Then I'm gonna add some northern beans. I think just to give it a little bit more color, we're gonna add some chicken. All right. Then, if you're doing this from home and you want to do it real simple, I add a little minced garlic to it. So I'm going to chop a little bit of that up. I got right here the piece de resistance.
What is it?
Corn.
You know I love me some corn.
Yeah, so I did a little piece of yellow corn for you this morning, Kelly, and I'm going to do that. You can have that tongs, please. And we're going to do a little roasted chicken.
Okay. Now, see, you got the roasted chicken already.
Yeah.
So you can cheat with this a little
bit.
Yeah,
you can definitely cheat with this. I mean, the whole deal is, and you know what, Kelly? I picked up a knife, but I don't want to use a knife.
Okay.
I think it's better if you just pull it off. So what I would do family is, if you're fixing this dish at home for the kids, just sit right there for me, please. And I'll just take the chicken and just break it apart with your fingers.
Yeah.
That way you got little pieces for the little folks, you got big chunks for the big people.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna take this heat up a little bit more.
Okay.
All right. And while all that's coming together, if you want to slime me some, just pick a spice. You want to pick all of them? Okay.
You said pick one.
That's how my little sister does.
Okay.
Yeah.
But red garlic.
Red garlic?
Yeah.
You've never used red garlic
I've never
before?
used red garlic.
Okay, we're going to go with a little bit of red garlic.
Okay.
All right. Red garlic is not that overly spicy, but it gives a little bit of kick more so than just busting up a regular garlic clove.
All right.
So we're going to do that. Pick another one.
No. No. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Okay, what is that?
Cumin.
Okay.
Got to have cumin.
Okay.
After you hand me this one, the next one you're going to hand me is chili powder. Two things that definitely go in chili.
Okay.
Cumin and chili.
I'm kind of lining them up the way that I would.
That's exactly what I want you to do.
Okay.
All right, so next we're going to go with a little bit of chili powder.
Okay.
All right, you get a little bit. Can you start to smell that?
Yeah, I can.
Can you see the beans starting to soften up?
I do.
Okay.
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 Look how I'm getting them open for you.
Okay.
Because that's what the sous chef does.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what, Bella? This relationship goes back a long time.
It does, Chris.
Because you were the bartender and I was your bar back.
Right.
And we made a combination that couldn't nobody fade.
Oh, Mr. Bojangles, 6th Street Marketplace. Wow. I'm going to keep helping you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pinch that from me.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Thank
Okay.
Thank you.
And although no one is, is eating this food but us.
Exactly.
But
that's
if you
still
were in
important.
the kitchen, you would have to make sure that your mask is covering your nose as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because that's still important because at this particular time this year, the last time we got something to do something like this, it was a year ago.
Yeah.
We did our thing, we did it fabulous. We were down at the Owl Tree, and a week later we couldn't even go outside.
We couldn't move.
So
Yeah.
this is our backup for that.
Yeah.
So we got some chicken in there. You want to add a little bit of red onion to that?
Always,
Okay,
always.
all right. We're gonna add a little bit of red onion. Look at this thing. Yeah. This
That's
is
a
right.
night.
Yeah, this is yeah. Always have a good cleaver in your house.
Okay.
Always. A good cleaver.
Sure.
I'm serious.
I know, but
I always have a good. You know why? Because a good cleaver can cut up anything.
anything.
Anything. It's from the smallest thing.
Anything.
I've seen, including people.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, look. It can dice a tomato. You can bust garlic up with it, or you can protect your front door with it.
That's what I'm saying. Anything.
Always have a cleaver in your house.
Got it.
All right. I think we kind of seasoned up.
And as you're stirring that up, Chris, I mean, most people know your relationship to food, the Eggleston family, Kroger Spot family, but how long you been cooking in Richmond?
I've been cooking in Richmond probably since about, let's say, my first professional job would have been in the mid-90s. I used to have to feed my family at home. So my daddy had special dietary needs, and being diabetic and high blood pressure, I had to learn how to be creative and not use that. I had to read to be able to cook for him.
Yeah.
So it was no MSG, it's no sugar, it's no this, it's no that, this, that, and the other. And so I had to be creative. By the time I actually stepped out into the cooking field, not being classically trained in anything, I had the experience because I had to do things a special way.
Yeah.
So then my first job actually was at TC West. You know what? I don't even think we're going to use this, Sean, so I'm just going to lay that down. So we don't need that. Because see, you can start to see how it's going to come along.
Okay.
So being that I got a little extra juice here, I'm going to pour that in there.
Okay.
I'm going to take the heat up on that and let it do its thing.
Okay. I'm going to move this out the way.
Thank you.
Just because that's what the sous chef does.
Yes, that is. And I think what we're going to do about it, I think I got more heat coming out of that one than this one, so I'm going to slide this one over and turn this one off.
Okay.
Always keep an eye on your burners. And folks, one of the things I want to tell you is that when you're cooking, never leave the kitchen. If you're cooking, always stay in the kitchen. That was Mama's #1 rule.
Okay.
Now, in order for all of this to come together, we got the chili powder, we got the cumin, we got some garlic, we got all kinds of peppers and all kinds of seasonings. We're going to get to that crushed red pepper in just a minute.
Okay.
We're going to add some fajita seasoning.
Okay.
All right. Now, like I said, this is a dish that anybody can do. So what we've actually done, you can let your 10-year-olds do this. You know, your 5-year-olds do this. You know, some beans and some peppers and onions and things of that nature. And I'm going to add some fajita seasoning to this.
Okay.
And we're going to toss. Can you start to smell it better?
I can. Even through the mask.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you know you're really cooking with gas, man. Okay. All right. And so We got that, and I hope Rocky's got a great shot at that. But the longer you cook your beans, the more they'll start to break down. Now, being that this is a time limit thing, I could have taken some. Now, usually if I'm at home, I will take some and put them in a blender and crush them up. Because making a white sauce, I can't use anything red. The basis of a regular chili will be the tomato paste.
Okay.
But we can't use anything red. So if you grind the beans up, that gives you the same consistency as of the paste.
Okay.
So that's what we got now.
Okay.
So anything around and long in this texture here about it is where we gonna want to be. I'm gonna add a little bit more juice because that add the starch in the beans adds as a thick. All right. Can y'all smell that out there? All right. So anywhere along there, and that took us what, 5 minutes?
At least, yeah. I was trying to time it in my head, maybe 5, 7. Yeah.
5, 7 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a whole dish.
Okay.
Now, when we get to serve this, the part that y'all gonna miss, we're gonna serve this with some of our world famous Kroger Spot cornbread and of course the sauce that I created that you can find at Kroger Spot, which is hot butter soul.
Yes.
Which it's gonna be some pictures and some filming of that in a little bit. But I think that's all I got, Valerie.
On that. So I know you skipped all through this, but Chef Chris Brooks has been cooking since the 90s in Richmond, right?
Yeah.
Just with a whole bunch of different brands. Where can they find you at right now? Where you slicing and dicing at?
The crazy part of where you can find me is a place that you can't find me. I'm actually at the Country Club of Virginia now.
Yeah.
But on certain days, if I've got time, I will go and help my cousin out at Sugar's Crab Shack on Chamberlain Avenue. If the phone rings and I got a day off, you may find me at the Kroger Spot on Southside, possibly over in Petersburg.
Yeah.
But I'll always try to put that up because I know it's a lot of people that kind of miss me being in kitchens and coming to tables and that and the other.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely let y'all know. And of course, my little sister's always gonna take care of me.
Always.
And I always got her back.
Always. All right, so what Chris made for us today, for Stick a Fork in It, virtual edition, this is your chicken.
Roasted chicken, white chili.
Roasted chicken, white chili, and we are going to show you how that is served coming up in the next scene. So thank you, Chris. We got some more stuff. We're going to do some hot butter soul and some other things.
Yes, we
are.
are.
Do those off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, we are back in the kitchen for the chef demos for Stick a Fork in It, RBRE 365. These two are no strangers, been with us since day one. We got the Halls, the chef, the duos. Please introduce yourselves really, really quickly and let us know what we are making today.
So I'm Chef Ty, and that is my trusty everything right there.
I know who I am. I am Reggie Hall, also known as Common Sense Cook.
Oh!
So I make sense out of whatever she's talking about.
Exactly.
What are we making, chefs? What we got today?
So today we decided to do something that is going to be featured on our food truck, and that is our Jamaican jerk turkey burger.
Yeah.
Are we? That's what we gonna do?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Okay, y'all don't fight about this. Let's make these burgers, all right? All right. So, first up, what we doing?
So, every good burger has to have condiments, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have some red onions. I love the color of this.
Yeah.
So we're doing a striped pepper,
Okay.
a little bit of avocado because we want to keep it healthy,
Yeah.
and tomato. And then from there, he's going to mix in. Everything is already inside the mix. So go ahead and start mixing that burger and putting it together so we can get ready and get this thing going while I cut up.
Now, I might
Yeah.
need your hand over here now.
Okay, but now, so, turkey burgers, right?
Yes.
And can people do this in a veggie burger style? Can
Yes,
people
you
do
can.
this in a regular meat lover style?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I just want to make sure that everything that you're putting in here can be versatile.
So if you're going to do it veggies, then I would take black beans.
Ah,
I would take 1 can and crush, and then the other one leave whole so you have a little bit of bite.
okay.
And then everything else you would just chop it up, mix it in there, and do the same thing.
Okay, all right. And
Next
so,
up.
as y'all are cooking, I'm going to always try to help y'all with your mask, because one thing about RBRE this year is that we're going virtual, and so we're always trying to make sure that we are protecting each other. It's so different. Can y'all believe last year we were right on the stage, and then the next week?
It was over.
The next week it was over. It was over.
Never seen anything like it.
Crazy.
Now, Chef, you doing something pretty over there with them onions. Can I get some of that beautiful pepper, striped pepper over there?
Yes, sir. You want peppers in your burger?
Of course I do.
I love it.
Oh, you hear that sizzle? Get into that sizzle though for a second. Yeah.
You can see the onions and the peppers.
And that's the jerk seasoning.
Yeah, everything is kind of like popping out. Like, it's a real burger.
Yeah.
And so how do you know, I see you playing with it, but how would I know to turn that?
When it gives up with no resistance, you know that it's ready to turn.
Okay.
So you just kind of, if it's fighting you, then it's not ready.
Okay. Okay. And that's how you want it to look?
Yep.
Okay. Because I was always sometimes told that I could be able to tell by the edge. Like if it
can.
started to brown up by the middle, then I know it's time to flip.
But that's red. So with turkey, you don't want to do that because again,
it might take the moisture out.
It takes the moisture out. You don't necessarily want to press too much to let out any other juice. But because we put peppers in there, which are water-based, and because we put onions in there, which are water-based, it won't. And also, these are 100% burgers, so there's no filler.
No filler.
There's no breading. So if you are gluten-free, you can actually eat this.
Okay. Oh, gluten-free. Okay.
Right. It has no bread, and it has come in contact with no bread.
You're the second. I mean, Chef Brooks was up here talking about gluten-free stuff and how he started with that just by dietary needs for family members. Being black chefs, sometimes when we learned from our great-grandmas and them who did not think about, the gluten-free and all that stuff, but it was still fresh, it was still cleaner, than what it is today, right?
What happened with that is we have gone away from letting our children out. Our children don't play in the streets like we used to. They don't come in contact with a lot of the same dirt that we came in contact with.
We're from the water hose.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
And we drank from the water hose. We played in the street. We went to the fire hydrant, and that was our pool. Because of that, our bodies have become more sensitive. So now when you go to add the things that they're adding in the lab, you can't digest them. And soy products for our skin is not good because it's too much corn. And it causes us to have all these outbreaks. Like, I'm a grown woman. Why am I still breaking out with acne? Because of this.
Wow. All right, so I'm seeing that I still see my moisture in it, but I can tell that it's even though.
Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do now? She's gonna play with the burger. Why I don't know.
Okay.
But we're gonna tint it.
Okay.
Add some moisture to the pan.
Okay.
Let it steam up a little bit, so we're not waiting here all day for the burger.
Gotcha. You said you're gonna tint it.
Yes.
Tint it. Okay. That's a new word.
You're gonna put a little cover on it.
Okay. Tint. Oh, tint. Like T-E-N-T, not tint. Like T-I-N-T. I was like,
we ain't blowing it up. We're not blowing it up.
Yeah, I was like, what we doing? Okay. All right, here we go.
Get some water. I'll be right back.
Now, if you really want to add more flavor, you can, instead of using water, you can always use chicken broth.
Okay.
We started making bone broth because it's richer in nutrients, and we're just taking and making sure that we get their marrow out of the bones, and it's better for us health-wise.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and by the way, all of this right here, these pieces, this right here is actually going to be used for a veggie stock. We don't throw anything away.
Okay. All right.
Just so you know.
Okay.
The toppings now, because you are our guest. What would you like? Would you like Swiss cheese? Would you like American cheese?
I want both.
Okay. You can have both then.
Would you like it on a brioche bun, or would you like to have it between a little bit of naan?
Because I'm fancy, I would like some naan.
You would like some naan?
Yes, could you tell people what naan is? Because that is not the most traditional southern black piece of bread that we could offer. So, what's naan?
Naan is an Indian style bread that is typically handmade and put in an oven that is 550 degrees. You roll it out in your hand, and then you smack it into an earthen oven, and you just pick it off right at the right moment. Nowadays, you can actually get it in the store. It can come frozen, or you can go to your local stores and pick them up. But you can also make them at home.
Let's get ready to plate too.
Yes.
You want, what color we using?
We're going to go black.
Okay.
We're going to go black.
Oh, you go black?
We want black, baby.
All right. Right back.
You gonna put it right up top? Okay. Can y'all in the shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't want it to be awkward coming over the flame. Oh, would you like peppers? I have banana peppers. I have pickles.
Banana peppers and pickles, yes.
I have
Yes.
and mild.
I use mild. I'm a mild type person.
Okay.
Yes. I love anything pickled, anything banana, anything. I'm that girl.
So did you know that the reason why pickling and certain vinegars are really, really good for us? It promotes good gut health.
I know, yes, the chef. Tell us why. Of course I know.
That was my segue into going into it. We need to start to eat a lot of fermented foods because the gut health that we have, it will increase it so that you will be able to fight off cancerous cells. It doesn't mean you'll be cancer free, so that's not my claim.
Yeah.
But it promotes your acids in your stomach to actually fight back.
Yeah.
And to move your bowels and to move your food accordingly. That's why our parents can and bottled and pickled a lot of stuff also, because when we were in the South, we did not have the best of anything.
Yeah. So we had to preserve it.
We had to use what we could to preserve our food the best way we could. So your vinegars. Yeah. Did you know that apple cider vinegar, for example, is made off of a mother blend. So your mother sludge can be up to 100 years old and still continue to produce a very, very potent and a very, very good apple cider vinegar for you. Yeah. So it's really, really important that we start to get back to our roots, which segues into between May, the end of May, early April, I'll be releasing my cookbook. Okay. And my cookbook is designed for the mothers who are on WIC, who have EBT. And what I've done is, in my research, I've gone with the bus line and to the Family Dollar and the dollar stores, because a lot of times we don't have access to big ticket stores. Yeah. And these are the places that we can go to, the corner stores like King's Market, are in our neighborhoods, and this is where we have to go. So the recipes that are in that book are designed for them to be WIC friendly and able to show you that you can take something that is prepared or pre-packaged and still give it healthy notes so that you can give your children healthy food. Got it.
All right, well, we got to wrap this up, y'all, and get these burgers out. So, yeah, let's,
we let sous chef.
I'm doing something right now.
I see he's getting fancy over here, but you know we gotta cut. You know I don't wanna have to cut anything out of this as we have to shrink this down.
Can I get the bread, sir? No,
I have to get it to you.
Thank you, sir. I can do that part. I got you.
There we go. Oh, this looks. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Tempting. I'm so loving the fact that I learned something today.
Do you have a sauce for me, sir?
I do.
What else would you like on your burger, ma'am?
Dress it up the way you want. I will taste it. I'm not a tomato girl, but I feel like this should have tomato on it.
This is one last thing. When you're doing a burger of any kind, if you press and the juice is clear, it's done all the way through.
Okay. Unless you want it medium.
Yes.
On a regular. Okay.
So we're gonna do that.
On the bottom.
Okay.
Nice burger.
All right.
Somebody said they want American too.
I
right?
did.
That's on the top.
I got you.
Can I get some of that arugula, please, sir?
I like an onion.
Yeah.
And if I can.
Okay. All right. As we are putting this up here, we are going to wrap up this segment with the Hall's turkey burger, right?
Jerk turkey burger.
Jerk turkey burger. We're going to put some avocado, tomato, red onion. I think it had red peppers in it. Some secret sauce that I saw mixing up, banana peppers, all of these things. And if people want to follow y'all and find out more about your food truck as well, how do people do so? Give them the information.
We are going to go to IG, Chef Tahoe. And that's TYEHALL or IG. That's where to get in touch with.
And they're going to get you on everything as well with your cooking show.
Everything is
all of your knives, your hand products, everything.
Everything is there.
Last little touch is coming on here, and then we are going to eat this. Oh, I feel like that's a special sauce.
Hold on, got to eat this. You want American?
I feel like that's a special sauce.
It is.
Here it is.
This is
oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Right here. Jerk turkey burger. Oh, that's okay that the cheese fell off of it because I'm gonna eat it. So all of that. Look, but when it's stuff like that to the top, you got to do that on nine. Put this right here. You know what?
Go ahead, smash that.
I'm gonna do it all while it's right here.
I got you.
Quick hands, quick hands. Just go for it.
I am.
Get her mad.
Chef Demo with the hog. Fire.
All right.
All right, RBRE family, no stranger. We got the drop off chef. She's right here. She's been with us since day one. I think you've won some awards with us too. Just if you don't brag to the people. Don't brag to the people. All right, see what you gonna do today.
All right, so we're gonna keep it real simple today. I'm gonna do 2 wraps.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this good old collard greens.
Wow.
For the wraps.
Wow.
So I'm gonna tell you straight up how that's done, right? The collard greens, you take the collard greens, you wash them first. Don't put no dirty collard greens in. Cut off the stem. Then you're gonna dip it in your hot water. Go like so. Just for like about 30 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a raw vegan one, and then I'm gonna make a shrimp one. But while we're working to these shrimp cooked, I call these steak shrimp.
Why?
Because I use the same seasoning like au jus that I use on my steak.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a steak shrimp wrap, and we're gonna do a raw shrimp wrap.
Got it.
Then we're gonna do a raw one. So in the raw vegan one here, you get you whatever you want in there. I put, my choice is shredded carrots, mushrooms, and cauliflower rice that I use a cheese grater to make.
Oh wow.
My new favorite seasoning, garlic, rosemary, lemon rub.
Come on.
You can put that on everything.
Put that on everything.
Everything. You gonna sprinkle that on there.
Okay.
Just like that. You're gonna mix all that up there. Boom, boom, boom. For the raw vegans, this is actually, you'll be able to use that. This is some special stuff. I'll tell you, you got Italian dressing in there.
I know that's right.
The rest.
But you said that was kind of like your steak meat seasoning, but you can put it on your vegetables, on your seafood. Okay.
So we just gonna take this here, mix it all together. You should have a mixing bowl for that. I don't, because you know I'm gangster.
I know that's
right. And then you're gonna put it in between the leaf, just like so.
And again, you put that leaf in the water so that it would get some of the hardness and the bitterness.
The hardness and the bitterness of the collard green is off. And you're gonna snap in the stem.
Okay.
Pull it out. Put that part in there.
Okay.
It will come out nice and easy like so.
Okay.
Then fold that whole like that.
Okay.
Then you want to wrap over the second part. It's kind of like an envelope. Then you want to wrap that part over. Wrap it up like that. Then boom. Cut it in half. And you can use any kind of sauce that you want on that. For my vegan clients, I usually give them about 2 of each and nothing else. Okay. So for the shrimp one, we're going to change it up a little bit.
That was fast. I mean, I know there's prep time in what you had to chop up.
But the shredded carrots, you can buy that. You can buy the shredded carrots. You can actually buy cauliflower rice. Yeah. Mushrooms already sliced. Boom, dinner's done in no time. Wow. So then I got a smashed potato. Smashed potatoes, same thing. I'm going to boil the potato first. Once you take it out, look at that, you smash it. Okay. Boom, you know what I'm saying? We're going to flip these shrimp over here. Look like we might have ran out of little gas. It's all right. Boom.
Perfect timing to run out, right?
What I'm saying?
Perfect timing.
All right, sorry about that, y'all. You know how black people do. All right, so we're going to put this, smash that potato down in there. Put our steak seasoning on our shrimp. Little on the potato, because we're going to add that in here. Okay. Then we have a little Alfredo sauce. Okay. You can get it out of a jar, I understand.
Okay, but you didn't.
I didn't. I made this pre-video.
Pre-video. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit of that, mix it in with my cauliflower, my
Now that's
mushroom.
cold. Everything is cold.
All this is cold.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna throw it in here.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is for my person. They eat meat. They like their food to be cooked.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So wait, we got the mushrooms, the carrots, the cauliflower rice, the smashed potato, and the shrimp.
All going in this wrap.
Come on.
Yep, we're gonna mix it all together. You should use utensils. My hands, they don't get hot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, boom.
You got the special hands.
Yep. Then we're gonna layer. I say layer your shrimp in there first.
Okay. I'm a sous chef, so I know how to move things.
Move the things over like that. And then you don't want to fill your wrap up too much because then it'll rip the wrap and then you'll be all upset.
Okay.
Fold that bad boy up.
Get that stock out again, right?
Get that little stem out there. You don't want to take that home with you. Fold that bad boy up.
Okay.
This one a little bit bigger, so you want to stand up and roll it. You want to get it as tight as you possibly can. There we go. Hit it with a diagonal. Boom. Same effect. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And that right there is the steak, shrimp, smashed potato.
Steak, shrimp, smashed potato wrap, and then also just a regular
Alfredo sauce. Nothing special. Only thing special about the Alfredo sauce is I made it with this seasoning here. Laurie's, do you hear me, Laurie?
Come on, Laurie, you hear them.
Come on.
So T, I mean, like, this was very simple. How long have you been doing this?
Raw vegan is my new thing.
Okay.
I've been doing raw vegan now for 4 months, specializing in that. And I love it because it's easy for real. And it takes you out of your pocket for you to do different things, but still utilize some of the same southern dishes that we like. But just showing you that you can eat the food as raw as possible.
Got it.
It's healthy, it's raw, it's delicious.
And how do people find you?
The Drop Off Chef, everything is spelled correctly. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, webpage, thedropoffchef.com.
And you have a variety of different offerings that the Drop Off Chef can make possible for you. So make sure you hit her up. This is amazing. Thank you for always blessing RBRE with everything. All right, stick a fork in it, Chef Demos. Guess what, y'all? It's time to eat. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby.
No, literally, y'all. That's a wrap right there. Like that's like this. Like it's no, for real, it's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Please slap her.
Did it.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
RBRE 365 virtually. It's a wrap.
Thank you, Dominion Energy, for holding us down once again.
And thank you, Richmond. Meet us back here again next March, RBRE 2022.
Yeah. Come on. Something like a love story, you know? Let's go.
You know what's funny? I thought no one would ever have me close to kicking the keys to the caddy, but you almost got me there. I can't lie, now I'ma need those TVs for that family of 5. Used to be just me and the dogs, beckoning broads. Give a chick the number, didn't care if she called. Now, you got me thinking about trading it all. No more flexing what I got going broke in the mall. Just you, just me, just us for life. The first time I saw you, I was riding a bike, and it was late in the night, and you was looking so right with your blue parasuit goals and all white nights. Yeah, whatever. Nervous, but I got my